Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Now we're going to get to our review of the Bad Batch here in a little bit. But I wanted to show you some of the stuff that's on Disney Plus currently. You can see right here we're looking at the Ahsoka Tano, the Essential Ahsoka Tano. This is like everything you need to catch up on all of her adventures before her series begins. If you go down here, you have the Darth Vader collection. And then right here, you have the vintage, Star Wars vintage. Now, you can see that the Caravan of Courage that we talked about earlier and the Battle of Endor are right there. Now, what's funny about that is if you go right over here a little ways, you're going to see the Faithful Wookiee. We'll get back to that. Then there's Ewoks. Now, this is the complete animated series. When this originally aired, I was in Germany, so I missed a lot of it. This actually has the full series. So let's just click on that. You can see right here is that princess that I was talking about. That is now once more canon. Next to her is Wicket. I don't know who the other Ewoks really are. But here is the seasons. They have 2 seasons. They have the complete seasons on there, as you can see. So definitely worth a watch. And then over here, if you go right next to that, you have the Clone Wars 3D Micro series. That has 2 episodes, and that's the one that aired apparently right before the Clone Wars we love so much. Now let's go back to this Faithful Wookiee, because I was actually very shocked that they had this on there. And what it is, you can see Chewbacca, the animation's really old 80s style, or old 70s style before the 80s. And you have Boba Fett right there. Now, if you go down here to details, you see the details of it. Star Wars Vintage, the story of the faithful Wookiee. It says, after Luke Skywalker and Han Solo succumb to a mysterious sleeping virus, Chewbacca hunts down a cure with the help from an unlikely ally, bounty hunter Boba Fett. Chewie's instincts tell him that all is not what it seems. The animated short was originally part of the holiday special, which aired only once on November 17th, 1978. See right there. And it features the first on-screen appearance of Boba Fett, who was developed for The Empire Strikes Back. The original cast provide the voice for this story. And you see it's 9 minutes long. And they say its release date is now 2021. So I don't know what that means for Star Wars canon. If they mean for this portion of it to be canon or not. But I think it's interesting that they put that in there. I also think it's very interesting that you could find all of these Ewok things right there on Disney Plus. So join me in a few minutes and we'll talk about what we thought about the Bad Batch. Hello everybody and welcome back. Now we just watched the first episode of the Bad Batch, so here's my non-spoiler review. Pretty solid episode. We got to see them execute Order 66. which is where this series starts. So it starts off in this instantaneously dark place. Now, I kind of thought it would start after Rebels completely, but we're going to get to see some action go on from the very last season of Rebels as well. Now, once Order 66 is executed, they return to Camino, and they find that all the stormtroopers are acting strange. So the series kind of starts to follow them as they figure out that everything's not what it seems anymore. Something's gone completely haywire. The Republic that they were part of is now called the Empire, the Galactic Empire, and Sidious looks horrible now. Everything they've known is just thrown for this great big loop. And we follow them as they try to adjust very slowly to this, and they figure out their place in this new world. Now, what was great is we get to see Tarkin, and we get to see Tarkin like he is in A New Hope. We get to see this ruthless, horrible Tarkin that just outright is gun-ho about destroying everything, because Tarkin was murder happy in A New Hope. He's the one that's just like, okay, you don't want to talk, Leia? We're going to blow up your planet. And we get to see that level of evil emerge in this guy from the start. So it's really great that we get to see him and get to see him be as evil as he was in A New Hope. And it didn't disappoint. Now, going into the series, I'll be honest, I was never really a fan of the Hunter character before because the red bandana and the dark hair, and he just kind of always reminded me of this Rambo type of character, kind of like in the 80s, Marvel had a character that had the little red bandana thing going on. It was, I believe it was Vance Astro before he started looking all blue and everything. Or, I haven't seen that character in a while. But I know they did redo him, so I was never really a fan of the Hunter character for the same reason. I always felt like it looked like Rambo. But this series has given me a brand new respect for that character, and the rest of the crew is just, the rest of 99 is amazing. Definitely worth checking out. Remember, this is our non-spoiler review. So let me pose this question to you. Did you get a chance to watch? If so, what did you think? Where do you think the series can go? How far do you think they can take this? Leave those comments down below. And is there any character from the last season of Clone Wars you would want to see them interact with? Definitely let me know in those comments. Check it out. Very solid first episode. Can't wait for the second episode. Happy Star Wars Day, everyone. And I'll see you in the next video. Now, you'll see down below, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that little notification bell so you know when we do our next video, and be safe out there.